matter what, I am feeling great.
Hello friends, welcome to Godlywood Studio and to Light of Knowledge. We have been discussing about meditation. Today we will discuss the different stages of meditation. And for anyone, any aspirant to practice meditation, definitely we need to know the different stages of meditation. So come let us discuss with Rupa Behenji. Behenji, welcome to the studio, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Rajyoga meditation is so beautiful. You have been talking about it in detail. Now, can we go into the detail of Rajyoga meditation? That is, what are the various stages of meditation?
In the beginning, an aspirant has to have faith in himself. And the second thing is faith in God. Of course, we all have belief in God. But here with the proper knowledge of his identity. And there should be a genuine interest that I want to experience, I want to communicate. See, where there is no genuine interest, there the focus cannot take place. That is the one most important qualification or need that every individual should have, so that they can easily move in this process. So the beginning stage is after having the awareness of self as a point of light, the soul, a clear understanding of the body and mind relation, soul living in the body and works through the sense organs. So the basic knowledge, we all talk about soul, but less we experience. So in meditation of Raj Yoga, the first thing is to begin with the contemplation of thoughts of self-awareness. Like I am the point of light, I am soul. The knowledge we have to recollect once again and again, so that I am able to feel that yes, this body is separate and I am soul separate. So in this process, what happens, a person who just begin with this soul conscious thoughts, like we understood the peace is the real nature of the soul, though everybody would like to meditate only to experience peace, but we understand in Raj Yoga that basic nature of the soul itself is peace. So we are coming back to our original stage. So while beginning with that thoughts that I am a peaceful soul, maybe we are flooded with many other peaceless thoughts. So at that time, a person has to tolerate that unwanted thoughts, maybe of the past or some disturbed thoughts, and this turmoil can take place in the beginning, and he has to continue for some days, and with that continuation, the process comes to the second stage where he can still his mind to that thoughts of soul conscious, where there is no disturbances. So this kind of beginning with thoughts of self-awareness, this is called initial stage.
Benji, I think this is where most people get stuck, because after a few days of practice, when they feel that the desired result are not coming, that is, they are not feeling that much peaceful or positive thoughts are not coming, this is where they just leave the practice. So what is the advice you give here?
See, initially an aspirant has to take the help of an environment and also guidance of the senior teacher who have already practiced or practicing from long time, and a good environment where that for positive vibrations are there. Therefore, in all Brahma Kumaris Center, we will have a meditation room that is charged with that positive energy. And this beginning thoughts, even to think about soul conscious awareness, gives good feelings. And even in the beginning, you may not be able to sit for a longer time. Doesn't matter, as long as you can. So much you can practice, and this slowly take to the second step. That is the stage of meditation, where my contemplation continues with the awareness of soul and the qualities of soul, and slowly I would like to think about God who is also dwelling in Paramdam. So mind tries to move there, may not be able to go beyond. Again, the worldly thoughts may come and go. In this stage, what we try to practice is the thoughts which are disturbing, let it come and let it go, but my contemplation continues.
But here, Benji, another question is, suppose a person is sitting for some 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or even 30 or 45 minutes. If these kind of negative thoughts continuously come and my meditation is broken in the middle, is it advisable to continue the meditation, or should he stop and
He
go
has
back
to
and do
continue
something?
because here in the second stage where the contemplation continues, less disturbed thoughts will come. Yet he may not be focused completely and get connected to God and have a clear experience of that. But here there won't be much disturbance.
But the problem is, when it is not going the right way, even if one forcefully sit and continues, isn't there the danger of
No,
later
that's
getting
why we
bored? Or
advise as long as you can. Because as you think of the positive thoughts one after the other, the whatever the unwanted waste thoughts or externally worldly thoughts, it just emerges in your mind and allow it to go away. And again you don't question why it is coming. So once you don't react and no question, then slowly that disturbances merges and come to the stage of stillness where only this positive thoughts contemplation continues, and this also gives a kind of soothing effect, little lightness and little relaxation. Even physically also a person feels relaxation and his breathing rate comes very normal, quite comfortable, and his stretching of the breathing will be longer, and as well as his mind somewhat becomes calm, and a person in the beginning he enjoys this stage also.
Benji, here a very common question. It has been discussed already in many forms of meditation, but according to Rajyoga, what is the connection between the breathing of a person and the state of mind? Is there any connection?
Once your mind is filled with negative thoughts, always negative thoughts are moving faster. We create more thoughts in less time. For example, when you become angry, so many thoughts, and when you are peaceful, thoughts are very slow. So this affects our breathing and also heart beating, and therefore the negative thoughts in return affects our system, especially our breathing. There will be a very quick breathing and less time is taken, and therefore less oxygen is been taken inside, and that in other way we say pressure, stress will be there. But once a person sits quiet, calm, a person let him start learning to sit comfortably first of all, and then allow his mind to observe his thoughts, and then generate or just initiate some thoughts of soul conscious stage. Since we have been moving in our life so long with body conscious, so immediately to shift that conscious to soul, it may take few days. And as we try to think about the soul awareness and the qualities, slowly that experience takes place with few seconds, maybe few minutes. Again he will come back to the original stage, doesn't matter. But the third stage is more powerful, which is known as concentration. And here he develops concentration. As he continues this stage, then concentration means he is able to focus his attention and be in the soul conscious stage. As a result, he feels very light, and now his mind is ready to travel anywhere as he guides. Here we take up the mind, slowly allow it to go beyond this world and reach the Paramdam.
I think, Benji, this itself is a great achievement if a person reaches this stage, because all we want is concentration, concentration, and concentration. So, do you mean to say that when we reach this stage, we will be able to concentrate on any work and fulfill it to completion.
Yeah, one concentration even in our physical activity. And here I am talking about the concentration on my thoughts and also taking my mind towards God to get connected, because the purpose of meditation is to draw the power from Him. Meditation takes place in between two things. And in other way, the meditation word we use, it is to heal the mind. So mind which is occupied with so many negative feelings and thoughts and so many other what we say, like the person who feels heavy inside in the sense mind occupied with so much of negative experiences which is not able to letting go. This happens here in the meditation in a very subtle way. When I allow my mind to think pure and positive and soul conscious stage thoughts, and slowly in the third stage I try to get connected to the God, the Supreme, who is praised with all qualities, is ocean of love, peace and happiness. When few seconds also I am able to think of Him and touch Him through my thoughts, in return immediately the waves of peace flow to me. And even a person experiences these frictions of seconds. It's very wonderful experience. And that allows his mind to be filled with happiness, and naturally all other unwanted negative thoughts get dissolved. Concentration is the third stage. That means as long as I want, I can remain in that qualitative thought and with feelings. And this taking us to the last stage, that is fourth stage, absorption. Absorption in the sense I remain in that experience and there maybe thoughts stops for some time. I am becoming embodiment of my own thoughts. Means when I think I am peaceful soul, I am child of ocean of peace, the Father, the connection is connected and the flow of peace is coming to me. I am enjoying in that peaceful experience. So I am charged with that energy. So this is called the fourth stage, absorption, and merged in that experience. As long as you want, you can remain in that experience. Just narrate with small example. A glass of sugarcane juice is kept for you. I think it is for me. That is the beginning stage. I want to drink, so I feel I take it in my hand. That is second stage. Third stage, I start drinking. And fourth stage, remaining in that taste of sweetness as long as I want.
Benji, that's really a beautiful way of putting it, because giving examples is really a great way of making understand something. Our viewers will also agree. Einstein has also said that examples are not just another way to teach, it is the only way to teach. So thank you very much for this discussion. So friends, that has been the 4 stages of meditation. We start with initiation, then we move on to meditation, then concentration, and at last absorption. In the coming episode, we will go into detail of each one of them. As for now, it is time for the question of the day. Benji, we have received an email. I am Sharan Kaur from Nanded, Maharashtra, a practicing advocate for last 30 years. Her question is, in Brahma Kumaris it is said, always be peaceful. But naturally we become irritated when someone does wrong. How is it possible that we cannot get irritated during negative situations and we can't be happy during happy situations? Isn't it considered something abnormal? That is a very practical question. So, what can we tell her?
See, first of all, we have to understand the true nature of the soul. Today, what has happened, the adverse situation has made man to undergo the turmoil so badly that we often get irritated, we often get angry, we often lose our temper. And if a person, if he practices to be peaceful, today man is living in such a state of mind that I think he has forgotten once upon a time the world was very peaceful and nobody was getting angry and there was no situation that where he has to get irritated. And today we lose temper, we get irritated for many trivial matters. And if at all any irritating situation comes, if a person practices to be peaceful, he is considered as abnormal. That means getting irritated, they have accepted as a normalcy. But God teaches now, these are the negative tendencies which is allowing you to get angry. And also through anger, you are going to lose your decision power. And that affects your body. So this sequence, if we understand, then a person would like to practice to be peaceful in all situations. See, a person has to think, to get irritated, is it okay or not? When I get irritated, I become a victim of others' negativity. How many times you become victim? There are many people who will make you get irritated always. So, time to time you go on get irritated and lose your temper, then your entire inner energy comes to the lower state, and that's how today mental disorders are becoming more. So, God is giving us the true awareness that you are not a peaceless soul, you are a peaceful soul.
Behenji, but there is something thoroughly practical or logical in her question. What she is asking is, if you can't get irritated in negative situations, you cannot get happy in happy situations. Is it true? Is it such a logic existing?
Today what has happened, even in the happy situation, people are not feeling happy. The reason is so much agony inside. The sadness has made a person feel so heavy that even the situation, people around or environment is making him feel happiness, but he is not able to take it inside. And therefore, the meditation gives us the way to feel lighter. See, even if I want to experience happiness, I have to be lighter in my mood and mind, and also thinking, and feel even a mind when it is lighter, then physically also you feel very light. And therefore, situations and people may go wrong, but let me not feel wrong. Let me not react wrong. This is the understanding through Rajyoga we practice. So today what is happening, people have accepted the negative tendencies as a part of their life, and therefore they are not making effort to come out of it. And when somebody is practicing some positive attitude like peace or happiness and love, all other qualities, so of course it looks as though something new they are doing. Initially that may happen, and once you become non-reactive with the negative, the one who has asked the question, she is expressing herself that how is that we are not able to take happiness also and also get reacted to the negative situation. Now through Rajyoga meditation, a person who practices soul conscious stage, he remains happy. Because he can remain in happy and peaceful state, he is not reactive to the negative situation. And this is a beautiful experience in life. And today so many situations are there where we can get irritated, we can get reactive, and we can do many destructive activities outside. But a person who practices this manages with the positive energy, and therefore negative situations slowly they will be charged with positiveness. And this is very important in human relation. This gives us the solution for so many conflicts in relationship. And today each family is facing, and in all relationship people are facing so much of unhappiness because we are becoming victim of others' negative tendencies. So Rajyoga teaches us how to be uninfluenced by negative influences. Positiveness, when it comes, because I am positive, I receive it, I feel it happy, and not allowing myself to become a victim of negativity.
Behenji, I think that answered that question beautifully, because we all need to practice some balance. Usually we become happy when there is happy situation, we become sad when something goes wrong. I think the stability, the balance through Raj Yoga will really help us to remain in a balanced stage always. And so let us go ahead and be happy in happy situations, and if possible, let us also be happy in negative situations, because that is not abnormal. That was the real stage of the soul once. We have come down from that stage and we can go higher. So that is what Rajyoga teaches us. And now it is time for us to go to the last part of our journey today, that is attitude, virtue, and contemplation. So, Benji, what is today's attitude and today's virtue?
Today, let us take up the attitude of letting it go. A person who is filled with sadness, heaviness due to the past experiences, if at all he doesn't allow those things to go away or allow that feelings to go, then he carries in his life and feels at every situation heavy. And even in a happy moment, he is not able to feel happy. And Raj Yoga gives us the capacity or the ability to maintain happy stage, not because situation is happy, because I am happy. So for that we have to let go of many negative feelings, emotions and other memories that we store in our mind. And for this, the virtue which will be supportive is feel lightness. So always keep that thought in your mind that I am a point of light and the soul is light, and this body and bodily conscious makes me feel heavy. So I am the master of this body and I can take care of my situations well. So feeling that lightness in mind allows the heaviness to let go.
But we all want to feel light and happy always. But I think, Benji, it is these unexpected problems which come in the middle that makes us a little bit heavy. So even while practicing meditation, there can be situations like that. So as a practitioner, what should we do?
See, in the beginning, of course, like from a long time, we have been in the conscious of this body, feeling heavy and feeling egoistic. We are carrying a kind of false image on our head. So take away and keep aside, maybe a little shifting from one side to another side. So initially, he has to again and again remind himself that I am not this body, I am his soul, till it becomes a natural in awareness. So that makes him feel detachment, and once he is detached from the conscious of body, definitely he will be naturally detached with many situations and also negativeness. Because when the mind is detached, then the things around me, if it is not so healthy, if it is not so comfortable, I make comfortable in my mind. See, how I see the situation and how I receive is the importance. People may behave in their attitude and their way of actions, what they perform, but how I receive them. Here, just one small example I just remember. We lived in one room, two sisters, and first day that sister was little serious, and then she was ordering to keep all things here and keep the door open. I want to come again, going down and coming, so many things. So being with her, I thought how to behave with her. I did not react for that. One day I kept closed the door so that when she comes, I will open. Then after she came, she knocked the door. Then she said, "Why did you keep the door closed?" Twice she asked, thrice she asked. I don't know how to answer why she is asking so many questions, because I opened the door the moment she knocked. Then I thought maybe I should observe her first, why she is reacting. The next day, I was very light with that activity. I did not take seriously. Then I said, I can keep the doors open even if you want. Then she said, no, no, whenever I come, you just keep the door open or you open the door, that's enough. So few minutes of contemplation and passing my feelings of acceptance her, Then I started asking, from where you have come, what's your name? She is a very senior sister, and then she becomes so light with me. And then she said, okay, can I help you? Anything you want, my help? Then I said, no. Then we become friends.
I think, Benji, that is really a beautiful instance of applying what we have learned. And Raj Yoga is such a practice, as you have had a long practice of Raj Yoga as such. And I think these examples will really inspire our viewers to practice it for themselves. So now let us have a little bit of reflection on it.
Sit in a comfortable position. Think that you are a point of light, a soul. I am light. Being residing in this body, in the center of my forehead. I see through these eyes. I hear through these ears. I speak through this mouth. I think through my mind. Yet I am a separate entity. I have control over all these sense organs, even on my mind. Therefore, I can choose the thoughts I create in my mind. Whatever the external situations may be, in whichever the way people behave with me, I have a choice of thoughts and feelings that I can experience in me. I now realize I am peaceful and pure soul. Hence, I hold this thought and start giving the same to others, which helps me to experience peace in me first, and in return passes the same energy to others, which helps others also to become peaceful and loveful. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Benji, once again for taking us through this journey of Raj Yoga meditation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, friends, that has been today's journey, and we learned the basics of meditation. There are stages of meditation, and we started with initiation, then meditation, then concentration, and absorption. While beginning, it might feel a little bit effortful, but if we practice it continuously with passion and interest, definitely things are going to change. So, keep on your practice, find how far it takes you in the life journey, and please share your result with us. And any queries, any suggestion, again, please feel free to email us or call us in our number. Until we meet in the next episode, it's a goodbye from all of us.